hello. Once again, Sunday was just wonderful on our video conferencing. Who would know? Who would have ever known that we would enjoy doing that so much? So Paula popped in to say hello, and she was at a yoga conference, a big thing in Dallas, and we appreciate her joining us. And Tino was out with his little girls, but he sent in his lines and his thoughts about it, and I'm going to read them to you. I just thought they were wonderful, and it made all of us realize that those of you that can't join us, if you would send your lines in anyway, you can still be a part, and we will get the feeling that you had when you were in the meditation that was important to you. So it was kind of a group decision that even though you can't join, we sure would like for you to send in your lines. It makes us keep the circle spinning. Okay, so I'm going to start with Linda's, and she was getting her lines from Bring Doubt Inside. I think it's one of the latest ones. And the whole thought process, I'm not going to read it, but the whole idea is that when we're out and about in our everyday world, if we truly have a central belief, a belief that we have embraced in eternal life, in the eternal within us, even though we might get far-flung, or we may hide behind a veil, or just kind of lose track of ourselves, we still have that basic trust within us. But when you start the meditation and you start the breath and the vibrations, the idea, the word of trust blossoms. It's hard to really grasp the word trust until you are in that vibrational field that you create yourself. And then it all seems so clear. And she also mentioned that in this meditation, there was a moment where we took the trust and brought it from the bottom of our bodies to the top in a spiral like a vortex. And it was definitely one of those moments where you got this rush of feeling. So that was Linda's. And I'm going to stop the video and I'm going to start a new one so that I can give each one my undivided attention. Okay, Tino's was next, and he got his line from Let Your Thoughts Rest. And I think it was the beginning of the meditation that I said the lines, realize at this moment that this body, this mind, this soul is your priority. And when that is true, everything else comes easily. Deep breath and let those words sink in and make them resonate with you. You may just want to say them to yourself. Okay, so the next one was Jill's, and she got hers from the campfire. And the campfire was a wonderful visual, and it was an analogy of how we need to keep the inner fire going within us, like a campfire. Keep the glow of wisdom tended to, that we need to place wood upon it to keep the fire alive, but it never, ever, ever goes out. We just need to be good stewards of the campfire within. The next one was Cheryl's, and she just loved Untie the Knot, Unravel the Braid. And it truly is a wonderful visual meditation. And what the meditation offered is once you really unravel all of that, untie all that, you have individual strands that have space between them. And we liken this to our own personal characters, that they are not hanging on each other or impeding each other. And more beautifully than that, they're not competing against each other or being critical of each other when you get it all unraveled. And in that meditation, you experience how that feels. And Cheryl went on to say that it reminded her of each one of us in this group and how we all stand as individuals and give each other space and not trying to outdo each other, but supportive and learning. Okay, I'm going to stop this part of the video and do the next one. Okay, so the next one was Lynn's, and she did a beautiful job of expressing how this particular meditation called Challenge meant so much to her. The meditation starts off with some words that we've heard over and over throughout the years, but each time you hear them, it seems to just brings it back to the forefront, and that is this, that when you start thinking, you stop feeling. And our meditations always bring us in to feeling again. And then the meditation went on to talk about how the things that are held very, very deep inside of us are hard to express. And the huhs that we do help release that energy. And you can almost hear the expression of the huh telling you something about some feeling that you've had. And the s does the same as it weaves its way through whatever we're working on. And the cat-like sound, taking the lid off, I call it, seems to, and it says it in the meditation, it's unfinished business, and it seems to bring it up and let it express itself, no matter what its flavor was or how it sounds. And then the E tone takes all those unspoken words and transforms it into energy and brings it into the heart. And I have to read to you what Lynn said because I don't want to miss a word of it. She said, "To me, this helps verbalize the unexplainable gift of inspiration we get from these meditations." And I just never have heard it said any better than that, because we all leave after these meditations going, oh my gosh. So this is the gift we get, is the knowledge that is transformed from just sounds into almost words that we can hear, and they mean something. It becomes something tangible to us as we release it. So there you have it. Thank you, Lynn. I love that. All right, so everyone talked about doing their videos of themselves, and if you haven't done them yet, please do so. Everybody seems to have enjoyed doing them. It was difficult at first, feeling awkward, etc. But everyone made it through it, and everyone learned something about themselves doing it. And so do that first if you haven't. And then the next challenge is to do one of your lines in the video so that you are saying the lines, not only the sentences, but expressing what they mean to you. And let yourself feel your heart, feel your vibrations, feel that you really want to communicate to whoever's in that camera what you're trying to say. And then take a look. You'll really be surprised. Okay, so that's it. Namaste, and we'll see you week after next. Bye-bye.